Can an in-ground prefab storm shelter really work as a root cellar? That's what we're going to talk about today on the homestead. Hey everybody, welcome back to the homestead. This is Kevin with Living Traditions Homestead, and today I wanted to show you guys our root cellar. Now when we purchased this root cellar, it's actually a storm shelter. And when I was looking around doing research on whether or not these in-ground storm shelters would double as a root cellar, to be honest, there was really a lack of information on the subject. Even the people who install and make these storm shelters weren't able to tell me whether or not it would work as a root cellar. I don't know if that's because nobody really uses root cellars anymore, or if it's a liability for the company to say it. I don't know, but what I can tell you is after doing a lot of research on it, we decided it was worth taking the chance. Partially because we live in Missouri where there's a lot of tornadoes, and regardless, we needed a storm shelter. We don't have a basement in our house, so we needed a place to go when there were tornadoes. And B, I mean, we grow most of our own food. We needed a place to be able to store things over the winter, and we decided that it was worth taking the chance of being able to use the storm shelter as a root cellar. Now, it did really well over the summer. It stayed pretty cool. Even when it got really hot outside, it would stay about 50 degrees down in the storm shelter. And in the fall, when the weather was, starting to cool off, I'd say down into the 40s and 30s, it did well then too. But I was starting to get a little concerned when we started to get down into those teens and single digits, and I wasn't quite sure how it would do during that time. Now we just had a stretch, this whole last week has been in the teens or below, and I can tell you after going through that stretch that without a doubt it did a great job. There was only one time when I saw it dip below 40 degrees, down into the 30s, but still stayed above freezing. Nothing froze down in it, and I really think that the only reason it even got down below 40 is really because of the door. It's just a metal door. I mean, even though it's heavy gauge metal, it's metal. I mean, it gets cold. So this next summer, one of my plans is going to be to kind of insulate the inside of that door in hopes that next year we'll keep it right around 40 all year round. So the other thing that we tried to use to store some of our vegetables this winter is our guest cabin. We put this little cabin on our property for when visitors come in the summer to stay with us. And it's, it's pretty well insulated. I put the walls up myself, and I know there's good insulation in there. There's a ceiling in it, and it, I really didn't think that it would get below freezing in there. I mean, even though we don't heat it or anything. I mean, but we thought that it would stay at least a little bit above freezing, but it didn't. We put all of our butternut squash in there to store over the winter. If you haven't seen the video where we harvested those, we'll put a link up here. But and unfortunately, when it got really cold, they all froze. And then we had to figure out what to do, how to save them, because we didn't want to waste all those butternut squash. So Sarah actually ended up canning all of them, which worked out really well, and now we have canned butternut squash. But it would have been nice to be able to have those all winter, so next year we'll know that the root cellar is definitely the better place to store things. Let's go down inside, and I'm going to show you some of the improvements that I hope to make on it over this next summer, now that I know that it will work. So here we are down in the root cellar, in the storm shelter. You can see that it's made out of nice heavy concrete. It's actually got a 30-year warranty on it against any kind of leakage and things like that. If you haven't seen the video where they installed it, I'll put a link to that over here. It's actually pretty amazing to watch them install it. Now, this year what we did is we just stored all of our potatoes, our sweet potatoes, all of our root vegetables down here in boxes, cardboard boxes, with wood shavings. And it actually worked really, really well. You can see, our potatoes are staying really nice over the winter. It stayed almost like when we picked it and put it down here, so that's awesome. but this isn't very efficient use of the space down here. So my plan for this coming year, now that we know it's going to work, now that we know it's not going to freeze, is to build some permanent shelves down here. Now we need to leave enough room so that when there's a tornado we can still come down here. So I'll probably start by building some shelves along this wall. I plan on making them come out probably about 8 inches, and then I'll try to find some baskets or make something out of wood that will fit on those shelves, so that we can, really pack the food in there and use, really use our space wisely. So I'm very, very pleased with the way that this worked. I'll give you guys some updates this summer as I start working on the shelves and fixing the door with the insulation. Don't forget to check out our new Facebook group, our private traditionalist group. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. We're so glad that you guys have decided to join us on this journey to become more self-sufficient and to live a more traditional life in this modern world. Until next time, thanks for stopping by the homestead, and God bless.